from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show.
How you doing? The kids have come to play today. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. With all due respect, have several seats. My girls are always turned out. I give it to you straight, no chaser.
Now, here's Wendy.
So are you. Let's get it on. Hi. Thank you for watching our show. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. Fantastic. I like your jeans. Very cute. Doing okay. Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Come on. Thank you. You know I love a romper. Thank you. So have a seat. We've got a lot to talk about. He's going to hate me for saying this. He's sitting in his office right now. Maybe he's not looking at the TV. But happy birthday, honey. We'll see you later. So, look, did you watch the debate last night? Do you really have 3 hours out of your life to spend on anything? Neither do I. I mean, it was on, and I had it on several TVs in the house, but I'm walking back and forth, I'm making quinoa, like I'm busy, you know? But it was the debate, the hashtag Donald Trump show, right? Excuse me, I was fully entertained. I found him to be, well, it wasn't his best performance ever, but he still outperformed a lot, except for the lady. She did a good job, right? Look, our Donald Trump attacked almost everyone on stage, and I lived for it. Take a look.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there. That I can tell you. I heard Governor Pataki, who, by the way, was a failed governor in New York, a very seriously failed. He wouldn't be elected dog catcher right now. I heard what he had to say. First of all, Rand Paul shouldn't even be on this stage. He's number 11. He's got 1% in the polls, and how he got up here, there's far too many people. Anyway,
But the
I didn't
simple
want
fact
to.
is-
Excuse me. 1 second.
No.
I
The
didn't
simple
want to.
fact is, Donald, you cannot take-
more energy tonight. I like
No.
that. Look.
I was asked the question.
Your
Do you own
brother
Rand?
and your brother's administration gave us Barack Obama because it was such a disaster those last 3 months that Abraham Lincoln couldn't have been elected.
Well, you all, and I read Facebook, you accuse me of being a Trump backer, and now you hate on me because you think I'm back. I'm not backing Trump. What I am is entertained by a friend to this show. That's what I am. I'm entertained. He's not votable. He's not presidential. He's like that boy that you sit behind in sophomore year in high school who you find rude but cute. That's what I'm saying. And by the way, right? And by the way, I was distracted by the airplane on the stage. I'm like, who's flying? Like, what is going on? And why are there so many people on the stage? And why do they, 3 hours? Like, not for nothing, we went to see Straight Outta Compton as a family over the summer. But I will tell you right now, anything over an hour and 45 minutes, you're losing me. The movie was 2 hours and like 20 minutes. Now, I stayed awake the whole time, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. By the way, I gave it a 9, only because there's always that 1% where something could have been better, so it could have been a 10. My son gave it a 9 as well, and Big Kev gave it a... We were entertained. Yes, yes. I'm shocked for Jersey, because normally we say it like we mean it, and New York, Jersey, same thing when the rest of the world looks at us. So Trump was saying it like he means it. My Governor Christie almost didn't even matter during the entire debate. Like, do you remember when he was a contender? Yes. And we didn't like it? Yes. And now he's just fallen off the radar? Yes. And we forget about him. Not all. And so the top 3 people for the Republicans are not politically, from a political background. We've got Trump, not political. We've got the black brain surgeon, who, by the way, for a brain surgeon, talked really slow. He was a bit boring, though. You know, like, he made me appreciate Trump and Trump chutzpah. And then you've got the lady who said the most important stuff, only I didn't like when she dug into Hillary. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times they try to pit women against each other, but I guess she had to say something about the other side, so she did. Anyway, look, Rachel Maddow is here at our show today. And she's gonna tell us if she thinks Trump could actually win and what's up with the rest of them. So Rachel, later. Okay, Kanye West, who, by the way, stop asking me what I think about Kanye for president. Are you serious? This is a 1-hour show. And I don't waste time on mess. Most of the time. So stupid. But more importantly about Kanye, forget the presidential thing. Would you stop? The bigger picture is that he presented his second fashion collection yesterday. And it looked like, now if you're from my era, you remember The Blob? Do you remember The Night of the Living Dead, the original? If you're a little younger, then you might not remember those two, but you remember the Michael Jackson Thriller video. The fashion show was like death walking. I don't know what is going on here. I can't, I can't. By the way, they just shot a picture of one of our regulars. The lady they just shot has been here like 255, yes, yeah, Hey girl, hey, hey girl, hey. Right, Suzanne? Yes. She comes like 3 times a week.
Yes, we
ever
love
since
her.
Our show was invented. And we need our supporters.
Yeah,
so thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I don't get the clothes. I don't care about the clothes. Everything is so beige and everything is so wild and deathly. But lots of celebrities were there, including his main friend. You know where I'm going with this. First I'll give the look. Then I'll do the point. And who is that? That Tucci man from the Givenchy line, who Kanye spends a lot of time in Paris with. I'm not saying anything, I'm just giving you the side eye. Anyway, look. So, his fashion show did cause controversy. He claims that, one of the designers claims that Kanye unethically scheduled his show at the exact same time as hers. Well, she's an upcoming designer whose name we don't know, and she was planning on having all these people. And you know, you have to pay a lot of money to present during Fashion Week. So she paid all this money, she had her guests scheduled, the names were in the seat tags, and then all of a sudden Kanye, Mr. Richie Rich, comes out of nowhere at the last minute. And by the way, he's done this before. And he says, all right, my fashion show is in like 3 hours. It's gonna be here, here, here. And people show up. So this girl had a lackluster audience while Kanye had the big audience. But you know what? I'm not blaming Kanye. I'm blaming the girl on being less than smart. Because here's what happens. If Suzanne is doing stand-up. I'm just saying. If it's Suzanne's first night doing stand-up and she's got the venue and the food is ordered and the invitations are out, and then all of a sudden Kevin Hart shows up at Madison Square Garden, and Suzanne's downtown and he's in Midtown, and who are you gonna go to see?
Sorry.
Suzanne, don't drink the Kool-Aid. They're saying that because they're here.
Yeah, exactly. I know that. They would go see Kevin Hart.
Yeah, exactly. You'll go see Kevin Hart, and then Suzanne will have no company. Except for me and Brendan. And so, you know, I don't, anyway, all right, girl, we'll try next year, okay? Good luck. By the way, I was in traffic this morning because, you know, we live in Jersey, but, you know, we work in New York, but they're both one and the same. They're connected by the Hudson River. It's like not a big deal. But like a 15-mile commute could take like 2 hours depending on what happened with accidents. So for about 3 miles, AKA an hour, in New York traffic, we are behind a car and the license plate, I lie to you not, said, yes! So whoever you are in New York City with the yes license plate, that was me behind you, beeping wildly to try to get around you to get here on time, okay? So, Rosie O'Donnell, everybody, has a new girlfriend. Well, now you know Rosie loves a relationship and she doesn't stay single for long. And I don't find anything weak or wrong with that. I'm a relationship girl too. You all make fun of our friend Jennifer Lopez because she monkey bars also. Well, you know, you have to know who you are to monkey bar. In other words, from one relationship to the other relationship. Like I like a relationship. I do. Doesn't make me weak. It makes me know who I am. Do you know? Do you know? Rosie's new girlfriend is the legendary Hollywood actress Tatum O'Neal. Well, Tatum has declared her how you doing-ness. And she, look, reps for Rosie O'Donnell say they're just friends. But according to the Bible, that would be People magazine. They've been dating since the summer. Now, when I was on tour doing my comedy and I'm in the back of the tour bus bouncing around, everybody's in the front popping popcorn and having fun, but my door is closed and I'm in the back, watching the TV and watching the scenery go by. I love a tour bus. They're very good. You know what? After being in a tour bus long enough, you get why some parents, including us when Kev was a little goober, put their kids in the car and drive them around the block to make them go to sleep. When you are in a tour bus and you lay on that king-size bed, back in your lair, the first thing you do is, oh God. Anyway, so in between sleeping, I'm reading stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, Tatum O'Neal is, how you doing? And by the way, I don't recognize her there. She looks a little bloated, but it happens. She's 51 like me, and Rosie is 53, and they are age appropriate, and Tatum was married to friend to the show, John McEnroe. If you watched the show long enough, you know John has been here before. He was an excellent guest. He wore a wig and everything. I like this relationship. I'm happy for Rosie. I'm sorry. She's had a. I mean, I can call it when I don't like how she acts, but Rosie's had a tough time. She was fired from The View, although she says she quit, in my mind, and now she's divorced. She's been married 3 times, and Tatum 1 time. And her daughter, Chelsea, my heart broke this summer. Chelsea, remember, she was missing for a week, and then Rosie had to resort to social media, and turns out she was in Jersey with some seedy guy hiding out. And then when Rosie brought her home, she had the nerve not to stay home with Rosie. And I don't know what kind of mom Rosie is. I'm not judging. But all I'm saying is Chelsea left Rosie's house for her birth mother. Yeah, the birth mother's like, come on home, baby. I know I couldn't take care of you when you were a baby, but I'm ready for you now. And the girl left. So Rosie is 1 kid down, but 1 lover up. I was with Dr. Oz yesterday, and he told me, because, to me, when you're with Dr. Oz, you ask medical questions because there's no copay, and he takes all insurance. So I'm like, Dr. Oz, I'm still getting full periods, but I have a lot of dry flakiness, like, around my face and stuff, and he said, do you feel moody? I said, mood is my middle name. Like, sometimes I'm laughing wildly, and then other times I'm down on the floor crying crazy. And he said, well, in your age group, 51, he said, you're, no. So Mehmet was telling me, Dr. Oz was telling me, Dr. Oz was telling me that, your progesterone levels drop, and that makes things happen in your mind and, in your body, and things happen. So even though I'm periodical still, I'm still going through something. So pardon my battiness, but I can only be who I am. And who I am now is Wendy Williams Hunter. But who I hope to be when I'm 61 is Christy Brinkley. Okay? That is my longtime Judy. And she's been single for over 7 years, which, no, excuse me. Single doesn't mean you're not hooking up. It just means that there's nobody worth a claimation. Where you claim them and walk and, and whatnot. But now she's got a new man, she's claiming him, and you know him. John Mellencamp. He dropped the cougar. John Mellencamp. Yeah. Well, I have to say, if you're wondering what Christy looks like now, this is a recent picture of them out. Look at my girl looking all of 37 years old. Now, she's been married 4 times, he's been married 3 times. They are both age appropriate. They have 8 kids between them. I like this relationship. Now, I was told in my morning meeting, not asked, but told, she needs somebody younger. She is too young and sassy. And I said, no, because age is like an M&M. Beautiful on the outside. But you ever bite an M&M that's like older and the chocolate inside is a little gray? I have. And as a woman of a particular age, you know how it is. You can moisturize and diet and do whatever, but the inside is still the inside. So no, I like her with John Cougar Mellencamp. He's a few years older than her. She will always be the sexy young chippy. He will always look at her as being youthful and vital and whatnot, whereas a 27-year-old boy would roll in the hay one time and then realize, it's good on the outside, but still grandma-ish. Look, we've known each other a long time. We can either talk honestly or I'm going back to Jersey right now. Okay? All right, I'll stay.